And one place you're sure to find them is at a stand-up comedy gig.
Welcome to Noam Schuster.
Tonight, comedian Noam Schuster is also bringing laughter to a religious audience by performing a set at the Jewish Comedy Festival. She spreads joy and happiness through jokes as a means of uniting people.
Thank you for the reassurance there. Jewish humor is a lot about resilience. I think is inspired by being in very, very messy, tragic situations. People who are also in a survival mode find humor to be the tool that helps them survive.
For Noam, humour can be used to break down even the most entrenched divisions.
So my humor is developed from my experience of growing up in Israel in a very complex situation. My mother was born in Iran, so I'm an Iranian Jew. My grandmother is a Romanian Holocaust survivor. I grew up in the only community in Israel where Jews and Palestinians live together. Comedy allows me to bring to the surface all of these confusions and confuse the audience, make them laugh, and make you solve your own problems.
But before turning to comedy, Noam had a far more serious role, working for the United Nations, trying to bridge the gap between the Palestinian and Jewish communities in her homeland.
I was responsible for many projects to counter extremism.
But the nature of the job began to take its toll.
Felt like my work is not influencing anyone. You know, the situation at home is only becoming worse. Basically, I was literally left with nothing.
And she ended up taking a very different career path.
I decided I'm going to perform, and I wrote 7 minutes of jokes.
And surprisingly, Noam found that through jokes, she was actually taken more seriously.
Thank God I did that. People listen to me in a way that I haven't, felt listened to for a long time. Through humor, you can really, really transform and change and open up the minds of people.
And while I might be worried about my performance later, Noam faced an even more daunting prospect when she was the first Jewish comedian to be invited to perform at the annual Palestinian Comedy Festival in the West Bank.
There was a lot of sensitivities. It's not that easy. It's, my face could not be on the poster. I got on stage, and then all the tension dropped. And really, I'm not exaggerating. It was probably the most beautiful 9 minutes of my life. I received so much love and laughter and gratitude from Palestinian audience. When I got off stage, I started crying. Imagine a comedian doing a comedy set, leaving stage and crying from excitement.
For her, the whole experience of making people laugh can be therapeutic.
When I hear people laughing from jokes that I've written from miserable situations alone in the dark at home, it's something that I can't even, explain in words.
After her performance, Noam seems happy enough with the reception. And the audience certainly seem happy with what they've seen.
I really enjoyed that Noam was so unself-conscious.